So today, I'm sure we're going to continue with our singles journey. And, I think it was Carlos in the Richard Wilson Modern Drummer article. He said there's only like three things. There's a wrist turn, a rebound, and a throw. It's like really, right? Like I know 7 basic strokes seems, but really,
I think it's true.
This is ultimately really a very simple technique. But what can make it seem not simple is the human being's ability to turn something that's simple into a mosaic, right? And there are a lot of moving parts, and yet the whole thing is quite really rather simple. So, okay, so one of the things we did was introduce to you, or reintroduce, but it was a challenge for you, is the idea of playing 5/2, which Richard Wilson would have us do, playing doubles and roll strokes, doubles 5/2, because the second double lands on the metronome.
Yeah.
And it strengthens your ability to play doubles evenly. The other reason that 5/2 for row strokes is interesting is what? I'll be Socratic. You tell me.
Well, I think you mentioned this, and that's not sure that's the answer you want, but I'll say it anyway. You mentioned this, or even just like even playing 5 or playing like odd meters or whatnot, is that you have music behind that you normally need to play on top of music. So even though this makes it obviously more complex, it's also complex sometimes to be playing other stuff on top of the music.
Well, that was necessary, but not perhaps sufficient. And typically, an answer that is really coherent and connected, that is sufficient, is very simple. Look, if you're at a clinic doing a master class, right? And someone said, so why is it, Mr. Raff, why is it so important that why is it helpful? And the answer is really quite simple. It's because now you are playing doubles and roll strokes, but you're not in 4/4 anymore. So now it's the idea that we've been working on is you really have to believe in your time. If you're going to keep doubles together 5/2, those doubles have to be even. Then you have to turn those doubles in your mind into what would be 16th notes, because doubles are really 16th notes in 4. Then, of course, roll strokes create sense within the context of 4, right? So that like a 5-stroke roll is 3/4. But you always go back to the doubles, which are in 4 as 16th notes, right? Typically. And so if you're playing 5/2, the speed of said 16th notes, you're not in 4 anymore, but you have to hear them in 4 and then play roll strokes as though you're in 4. Then you come back to check to see if you're in time. You see, it helps your sense of time.
Yeah, I did feel this during these last 2 weeks practicing that, and especially the 8-stroke rule. That was hard. It was hard, not gonna lie, it was hard.
Okay, cool. Then let's take a look at that. So I gave you that chart, but for now, and it was at 40. But for now, why don't we just put the metronome on at 40 and you play? Well, it was the group of 5, right? That's how we got into doubles as 5/2. We've turned the singles in 5 into doubles. Speed of the singles into doubles.
Right. Yeah.
Go ahead and put your metronome at 40. Play groups of 5. How would that work? 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Now you're thinking 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That falls.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 8 you want.
Well, but first you started to rush. Before you go into a roll stroke, you have, I mean, here you have a metronome clicking on the first note, the double, and then on the second note of the double, and then it turns around, I believe. Center of the surface. Don't lose the floor on your right. You're losing the floor on your right. Now you're in time. Think of that as 16th notes and go into an 8-stroke roll.
Um, 5 or 8?
8. How did you count 16th notes? It's your right playing. Look at your right.
Sorry?
Okay. Okay. Well, your right is not in the center anymore. Wasn't too bad though, Raph. Wasn't too bad.
It requires a lot
Okay.
of concentration, mate, like a lot.
Christians are coming along, and but so there's something going on with your throw. So that once you included the I have to think about my left more. Yeah. There it is. You don't want to lose, your throw shouldn't end up out here, right?
Yeah, but
Because the throw is just this. Just do this. Come on, turn a little bit. Give me more of a, don't be afraid to let it come up and then let it come down. See how this is a Martinez thing. You have both sides of the turn. This side and this side. This side and this side. You have to both sides. Feel that. No, see? Just stay in your right for a minute. Because it was the right that went off center. Left didn't, you see? You're trying to feel both sides of the turn. The other thing I want you to feel is the stick landing right on the middle finger. Fourth and fifth have very little to do with it. It land right on that middle finger. At the floor. Boom. Boom. So all you're going to do is you're going to feel some of that. You're going to feel a lot of that, because this whole thing is just, thank you, Richard Martinez. Thank you, Buddy Rich. Dennis Chambers. It's all a wrist turn. So you're just in that. Okay. There's still this, but now there's just a little bend. Before. Nothing. And you get all this. You get all this for free. You get the weight of your arm. You get torque because of the motion. Right. It's force applied via circular motion, I think. A pretty loose definition of what torque means. Yeah, but you see, you don't want to do this. It's this. It's just watch. It's just this. You're down here, right? See, there's this shape to the arm. No stick. No stick. See the shape of the arm? It's not completely flat, is it?
No.
There's a little bit of a. It's not a Volkswagen.
Has a bit of a curvature.
It's a Carmen Ghia. Dick used to drive a Carmen Ghia. That's okay. Years ago. Okay. So there's this shape. You have to return to that shape. And all you're going to do is you're just going to go like that. Just a simple motion. See, and it all happens together, and there's none of this. It's just flicking. Jack Virgo, what do you say? It's like flicking a little string. One said that. Now you see, I'm not holding a stick, so I get a little bit of a. There's different ways we could approach this. See, because when I do this, see, now I have stopped, but everything just relaxed like that. So when I get to there, I feel that, and then the hand seems to want to close. But it's not stiff, it's smooth. Zoop. Like more like, don't, there's just this little flick. It's just real gentle. See, I shouldn't have even mentioned it. And we just get back to this shape. Boom. Okay, try that with the stick. Yeah, it's not bad. See it better. See how simple that is? Now just give me a regular wrist turn. That was good. Give me a regular wrist turn. Because that's what you're feeling within the context of that little flick or little throw. Get to the floor on the middle finger. Notice the position of your wrist. Now you're just going to make a flick and get back to that. Oh, yeah, there you go. Got to feel the cocking of the wrist like that. Right to the floor. You don't go up planning. You just flick. Bam. You don't go, you just bam. Flick. Real nonchalant. It's not how fast it is. It's just, once you set this thing in motion, it just does its thing. Yeah. I have to get all the way to that floor, like that. You have that shape in your, the hand relative to the forearm. And the upper arm, because it's just hanging here, right? Yeah.
Can we look the same with the left?
Yeah, no, do that with your left, yeah.
So initially it was just a wrist turn, right? That's what you asked me to do, right?
Right. Check out your thumb, because your left has a funky thumb thing going on.
This is the thing, right? I even like here on the bloody tip of my finger, I started getting blisters. So it only means that I am pinching, man. I am pinching, man.
So see, do this.
It's an habit, man. This is the thing.
Do you have a little pen there?
Yeah, I do.
If I had a little marker, I could have made a dot. Talk about, drum nerds. But you see, I really like it to be a little dot, but find the center of your thumb. That's it. Not too high. It'll be the center.
It'd be good if you were right. Yeah.
You're gonna take your band out and you're all gonna get tattoos on your thumb.
Exactly. Right, so kind of like there, right?
Maybe. Mine's just a tad bit lower, but somewhere in there.
Yeah, I was looking at it, yeah, 100%.
Right in there somewhere, okay? That's
Right, I see, yeah. It's like that
that's like a pivot point, right?
here, right?
Right. Okay, so that's where you're going conceptually and literally, physically, you're going to marry that dot up to the stick that runs directly across from the first finger and the middle finger. So like that. And it looks better already. Okay? You gotta pay attention to that. And then you want to be palm down. It's turning palm down. You don't want to be able to see the corner of your thumbnail. And you're just getting that ending on the middle finger thing. It's going like that. Okay. There's a relationship between how fast I go up and how fast I come down. It feels as though there's a relationship in terms of the similarity of speed. So we're just doing that. We're trying to get back to this. Just with one hand now. Middle finger, and don't, now think about the timing of up to down. It's almost as if the speed of your up will give you the speed of your down, not the other way around. That's the beginning of the motion right there. Lift it up, let it come down. Now you just make that little flick. And with that shape. Like that. See how relaxed that is? So that was good.
Sometimes
Your thumb, right now. Okay. I just start to see something funny.
could well be.
I'm not sure what, so you need to think about that before your hand kind of changed shape.
The other thing that I notice also when I'm doing throws is that, especially when I'm doing like rim shots and stuff, is that when the drumstick, instead of hitting like this, it hits kind of like this.
Yeah, because you're using your arm.
Because so it's kind of like this, you see, which is wrong.
And so what we're trying to do is exactly what I'm teaching you. You're trying to get, it's just a wrist turn. Does a wrist turn go like this or like this? It doesn't, does it? It goes straight up and down. That's part of what is a pure wrist turn. It's the stick travels straight up and down with a certain timing, landing in a certain place in the hand, like that. And all you're going to do is proceed this regular wrist turn with a wrist turn this way and a wrist turn this way. See, this is a wrist turn and this is and see, it's just trying to go straight. It has to if you adhere to what I've just said. Okay? And it did get better. Okay, so you got the idea of playing 5 over. I want you to one more time play. Just go ahead and play doubles the speed of 5 over 2 at 40, and when you're ready, when I prompt you, you're going to start to count the doubles as 16th notes as though you're in 4.
I see. So kind of variation of the apotheosis, right?
It's a metric modulation.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's start with the doubles. Just go for it. Now we're into doubles.
1, 2, 3.
Ever thought it felt just to turn for one turn for your throw? It's going to feel very similar, isn't it? Maybe not turning quite as high, or you could, but it's just this little turn, right?
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're not only going down, we're coming up and down, see? And your right has to land at the floor. Not up in the air, pointing in the air. Pointing in the air, that could, nope, pointing in the air. Pointing in the air. Left's better than your right, dude. I told you, and you're pinching your thumb in the left. Pinching it. Where's that little black dot? Imagine what that is. A little black dot on your right thumb. Imagine. Okay, now go ahead. Count that in 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2.
Wait, I don't think you're playing in time because there are 2 aspects to this. No, you're not keeping time, Raph. You're not keeping time. This is awesome. How we started the lesson. You're not really keeping good time. You get this. It's a little tricky conceptually, and you want to get this into your body. Yeah, because remember, I need to think about it too, so that I teach it to you properly. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, there, 3, 4 is the right on the first note, then the second note of the right. Then it's on the first note of the left and the second note of the left. Forever. Okay? That's what you need to concentrate on. You're not even ready to start counting in 4. You need to be thinking about 5. The metronome lands. First of the first double in the right, and then the next metronome click lands with the second.
And then goes to the left, same thing.
Turns around.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Boom. 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 Now count 16th notes. 1 and 2 and out loud.
1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
2 and 1 and don't stop. You had it. Don't lose your time. There you go. 1 and
3 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2.
You're right. The floor and you're right. Keep playing. The floor and the right. There it is. 8-stroke roll.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1.
Oh, you just worked on.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Your
7,
thumb in the left.
4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2,
Don't
3,
pinch
4,
the thumb in your left.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's
5.
so quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Back to doubles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Doubles.
Huh?
16 notes. 1 and
1 E and 2 E and 3 and
see if you're 5 over 2. First in the right, then the second in the right. First in the left, then the second in the left.
1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1.
A little slower, right? Okay, good. Ralph, good. You need to keep doing this. It's like a really simple exercise. Now this thing can start to go faster, but you're really on the wrist. And that's good. I think we'll just keep that right now. I think it's helpful to keep you on the wrist.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay? So what you don't want to lose is just because you're doing this. Just because you're doing this. You see, this is just this, isn't it? It's the thing I told you about. See this? Ralph? See, it's just this. Just this. Okay? And you don't lose that. You just keep this going, recognize that a throw will have some of this in it. And you just have to make this little motion and end up back here. Not pinch with your thumb in the left.
Is that my throws are just, they just don't look the same?
They are better. Yeah, better. You're coming down to the floor. You want to maintain this shape at the floor.
Yeah, it just feels that on the way
You want to cock your wrist so that you're not shoving. Dick would say, don't shove. You don't want to shove. You don't want to see this.
Yeah.
We want to see this. We don't want to see this. We want to see this. We want to see that. Okay? Look at me cocking my wrist. Watch. See?
Yeah.
Cocking my wrist. No, I don't get up here and do this. I cock my wrist like that. You just have to lift or bend and cock. It's like two wrist turns, like there. See,
Yeah.
This is a wrist turn, this is a wrist turn. Don't stop at the top. It's just flicking it up. It's almost as if you're setting the stick in motion to fly up behind you. You can think of it this way. It's almost like you're setting the stick in motion to fly. I said this to Dick Wilson once. It's almost like you're setting the stick in motion, watch. Like you're setting the stick in motion to fly up behind you. But what you do is just before the stick would want to, perhaps, just before the stick would want to start leaving the pad and follow this trajectory. Because Dick would say, you don't want to do that. You want to leave the bead down. Right? So, but you're setting this thing in motion, and it feels like just as perhaps when the bead would want to pull away because your arm is moving this way, you go the other way. It wants to do this, but before it has a chance to pull away from the pad, you set it in this direction. You're gonna go the other way. Just try it for fun. Yeah, you see? You don't want to stop the trajectory you set going this way by going up really slowly or leading with your arm. Just want to set this thing in motion, and just when you think the stick would leave the surface, you're going to cock your wrist. Kind of feels like it. No. You want to set the thing in. You want to. I don't know. It feels like it wants to maybe just go all the way up with your arm. So you don't go up like this. You're trying to toss. Watch. You're trying to toss the stick up to yourself. Okay, I've tossed it up. I've tossed the stick up to myself. But you toss it by getting the momentum as though you're going in this direction to toss it, and then you toss it by cocking your wrist and catching it. Kind of has a feeling like you're catching the stick. Try that. And then we're moving on. Not spending all night on the dashboard after the movie with Dick Wilson working on the downstroke. Evan, we're not going to do that. Flip frame, and there we are on the dashboard. Yeah, see, you want to go up and set it in like it's going to go the other way, and just before it does, you cock your wrist and reverse it. You capture that momentum. That's good. You got the idea. Play with those ideas. Okay? But it is better. The shape is really important.
I was looking at me playing. It's just like, and looking like the symmetry of it, man. It's not there. Like one, I'm like cocking the wrist here. The other one, I'm cocking a bit down. It's not like perfectly aligned, you know.
Okay, well, fine. That stuff will work itself out. Well, remember this is single-handed playing. So you want to try to get it to feel right in each hand individually. Then when you go to put them together, they should be pretty darn similar. And you know, we're human beings, right? But they should be pretty darn similar. Okay, now do you have stick control?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Ways to use this. But right now we're thinking wrist. Okay, so turn to page 16 in stick control.
That's where I am.
Okay. Pardon me. So remember I mentioned to you that the feint and flam, that whole first page kind of sets up the technique, right? And what that page has is just has flams, right? It has a feint, or a stroke, and a flam and a stroke, right? So we're making flams and we're using motions, which is really what this technique is. This technique is about understanding how motions make throwing for rebounds easier. They give you a little momentum. They relieve tension, making a motion. We have a fulcrum in the hand, middle finger with a 3-finger grip. We have a fulcrum that is the wrist. Okay. And so keeping it very simple, motions. Here we're not throwing for rebounds. It sets us up so that once we learn these motions and understand how the stick can rock over the fulcrum in the hand, it comes along pretty quickly. So it starts with getting stuff like this. Right? So if you put the metronome on at 40, now you want to look at these things and not go off, as Murray would say, half cocked. But we want to analyze here, and I'll show you what Richard Wilson wrote in my book, because this is how important motions are. The arrows and the word up. Okay. It's in like 91. All right. And whether we're playing it as a throw for rebounds or as a throw for wrist, that doesn't make a difference. A motion is a motion, is a motion. Okay, so this thing would be like this. Right? We have that's all it is. That's all it is. One hand is going and the other hand is doing what we just worked on. Perfect, isn't it? It's just doing that. Go ahead and put the metronome on at 40 and play that. Those motions. Now remember, we want to get the bottom of the bead. That was something that when I took a lesson with Dave Weckel, I showed him some of the stuff that I was early on in my studies, but I showed him some of the stuff that Richard Wilson was showing me and talking about. I was more about the words. I wasn't able to really properly demonstrate it right at the beginning. But the next time I saw Dave at a gig, he said, "Kevin, I love that bottom of the bead thing. I found that really helpful." Bottom of the bead. Okay? So we don't want to lead with the arm and get the tip as we're making upstrokes. We're also aiming for the bottom of the bead when we just turn or when we throw. Bottom of the bead. Go. Oh, wait. See, I didn't like your throw. Your throw was what we just, stay with me. This is the stuff to just carve away at this stuff intensely. Not to just brush it off thinking, I know, I'll get it later on when no. You don't go up like this. You know, you wonder why you might come in from the side? Because you're doing this. You don't go up like this. It might cause you to come in from we go up, like I said, it's the feeling of this, landing on the middle finger, and we just do that. You see, there's none of this. It's not this premeditated thing, leading with the arm, mimicking leading with the wrist. And you don't go up like this and wait. It's this little thing where you're flicking it as though you're flicking it to go back. But before the beat has a chance to catch up with this motion and leave, the forearm comes down because it comes down first, doesn't it? Really? You're cocking your wrist. The first thing to come down is the forearm. So go ahead, you have to make that downstroke correctly. Now, in your left, are you pinching your thumb and are you feeling the stick land on the middle finger? It's very simple wrist turn. Doesn't mean you turn higher. There it is. Why are you going up so much ahead of time? Just copy my timing. Okay. Goes up and comes down. It doesn't go like this. This little thing, yeah. It's like nothing. It's just throwaway thing. It's this little flick. Put your hand on your leg for a second.
Which one, the right?
Yeah, right. We're working on it. And just put it flat. Don't have it hanging right. Put it here. Right. No, don't have it sideways. Have it flat. Okay. All right. You look like you should be in California. You're not in the UK.
Performing here, mate.
Okay. So we're just making just this. Just comes back down. Let's do that. No, you wait up here and let it hang. It doesn't. It just goes up and down. Once you lift it up, it's going to come down. It's like you throw something up and it falls. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. There. That's all it is. Dick would say, it feels like you're lifting a little 2-pound weight here. The 2 pounds is probably the weight of your arm, lifting from here. And that's all you're going to do. Like, yeah. Boom. Yeah, like that. That's all it is, dude. It's not this. Not this. It's not this. It's not this, which you did at the very first motion. Led with your arm, mimicking it. Oh, that is this. Watch. Go ahead and do that for fun. Do this with your arm a little bit like you did. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There, that's the arm. Now just lift a little 2-pound weight and flick it. Right here. Don't wait at the top. You don't get there. You don't get to wait at the top. You're done. Once you start, you're done. You got it. That's it. Now come back to the surface. See how cool this is? The simple thing is now we're putting these motions into context, into music via a stroke. Yeah, better. Right, now the other hand, it's going tap, 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 tap. Simple. Don't do something weird with your thumb, and you have it. You're close to having it.
Level of scrutiny.
Exciting stuff. Middle finger in the left. It's going to land on the middle finger just like the right. Don't do anything weird with your thumb. Just 3 little cool turns in the left at the floor. And the right does that. Good. Now go the other way. Play the next stroke. Number 2.
Ah.
Center. Don't start doing something with your arm. Once you find the floor, left, Raph, stop just for a second. Let your arms hang by your side. We're going to find the floor. Come on up, find the floor. There should be a certain shape. And you're at the floor. Okay, you're at the floor. It should never come away. It should never come away from there. It shouldn't come away from there. If it does, it means that you're using your arm and you've lost the floor. Very simple, man. This is simple. So we have a grip. We have a motion, which is a wrist turn. A motion might be two wrist turns. The up and the down are both wrist turns. Now don't go out to the side. It's just this little flick that you got. Like that. Good. Not bad. Okay, now we're going to number 3.
Now I kind of understand why you say, so because sometimes you say you can still hold on at the floor for longer. That's because it's just a flick, right?
Very good.
You don't need to kind of start doing this. We can just leave it there until the very moment where you just do the flick and that's it, right? Yeah, makes sense.
That's the whole concept of this technique. It's very snappy. It's snappy, right? Okay. So this one is I'm much more used to doing this with traditional grip. Now, if you watch the traditional grip, oh, that was a bad one. Watch. See, I'm leading with my wrist. Watch. Raph. That's like flicking water off your fingers. Dick agreed with Joe Morello because that's what Joe said. He said, "That's it. It's not this. It's not this. Okay? Kind of what you're doing. It's this. You see? It's this. Leading with the wrist. Over here, you're leading with the wrist. The wrist. Now we don't have any upstrokes, do we, right now? We just have this. Good. Just waiting, not even an upstroke to consider right now. Right? So go ahead and try that. Do the stroke, look at it. Give you a chance to concentrate on a wrist turn at the floor with that grip without doing something funny with your thumb. It gives you a chance to work on that motion that is improving. No, you change the stroke. Okay, now let's take a look at number 4. The now we have this. Watch. Now we have an up. Now this is a really good chance to experience. I'm not sure when Dave Weckl said that he really appreciated the bottom of the bead. But you see, if you don't lift with your arm, you can get the bottom of the bead. Martinez calls it like planting. You feel you're planting the bead. That's the pole jumper, right? They plant it, and then the little guy is up here, yay! Right? So it really gives you a chance to feel the bottom of the bead by planting that pole vault, so that you're moving around a fulcrum, because the bead moving around the fixed point in the universe is like a fulcrum, isn't it? Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's up. Now we can give this force. We can give this muscular force. Watch. I can grab. Watch. I can give it force on the way up. There, but it's bottom of the bead, or I can just use gravity. This gravity. Yeah, I get the bottom. The timing. This is all one thing. Note as I move. Note as I move. Here I'll add force. Note as I move. Got a little ladder. Note. And it feels like, I hate to stop in the air because that'll make you think you stop in the air. But for remedial purposes, you see, you're planting this here. And it's all one motion. And see how this arm moves? You're just making a little motion. And then you go in the other direction, just like we worked on if you weren't making a note. Now we're making a note. See, we get this note for free. Right again. I want you to feel bottom of the bead going up, planting that bead on the surface, although you're not leaving it there. Now I want you to give it a little muscular force. Feel it on the middle finger. Watch, you get a little louder. Give it some muscular force. There it is. Come on. Give it some force. Can you give it more force? Can you feel the difference between, no, not the other part. No, 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 no. The up. Not now you're doing this to try to get force on the way down. Your down was beautiful, dude. It's fine. But you don't feel the difference between gravity and muscular force. I think that's what Dick would refer to as bouncing the wrist on the upstroke. Right? So we're going to add force. Force. So it's force. I can almost, Dick would say, you can make, your up can be an accent if you know what you're doing, right? I think Joe Morello talked about that too, right? So the up can, you can add force to it. Up, up. Up. And see, I don't keep going up. It's up, and then I go the other direction, especially if it's a little faster. Up, 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 up. Force, force, force. Now I'll use gravity. See, the downbeat will be, the downstroke will be the same volume. But what? Listen, Raph, just listen. If you need to hear what you're playing. So there's just gravity, right? Just dropping it, getting the bottom of the bead, still planting it on the surface. Okay, I know, right there, right there, right there. But now I'm going to add a little more force. Here's gravity.
First one sounds better.
Force, gravity, nice and easy, huh? They're different.
But the first one sounds better.
What's that?
The first one sounds much better, the gravity one.
No, why? What if you're trying to play a rock beat and you want to make motions, but you want both notes to be more similar in volume? Then what are you going to do? Just use gravity? Right? So we need to know about this stuff. Go for it.
When you say force, is it just the upstroke that is force or also the downstroke?
Just you're adding more force on the up.
On the up. Okay, fine.
like this. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. Not bad. Really helps define your throw too, doesn't it? Because the upstroke has to be in there. If you have a good throw, that should be easy to do. And not just play gravity. Don't lose your downstroke. Okay, very good. Okay, now we're going to, where are we?
5.
Number 5.
No, 4. Now we go.
Yeah, we're at 5. Now it's really easy. Now we're just going to plant the same note over and over. See, it's just, look, it's just doing this. It's just doing this over and over. And this one goes, and the left is just going. That's what this technique is. You don't need to turn to the ceiling for it. If you want more volume, add some muscular force. Stop turning for it. See? Oh, turning to the ceiling for it. Am I? Let's see. Watch. It just drops. It's either grab, and I always feel planting it right there. It gets planted so that my little guy at the end of the pole vault can go up. Right? I planted there. So, I'm not turning to the ceiling. I'm not doing this. Even a little bit. That feels, it's real heavy. Here, just do this with me. Just do this with me. See, this technique is very efficient. It's a little, as tiny as this is, you'll just lift up like a ½ an inch. Feel that lifting that you have to do? This thing has some weight. You'll lift it up, and then you're going to make your motion. Lift it up and make your motion. Lift it up and then make your motion. Oh, don't make your motion as it comes down. Lift it up, then make. Remember, it's a flick. You don't have to go up right away. You're determined to. So I'm just. No, lift it up less. Mimic what you do. No less.
Less?
Lift up a little less. ½ an inch. A little more. Come on, turn a little bit. Take that. You don't have to go up right away. There's plenty of time. Don't go up right away. Lift it up, then you go up. Lift it up, then you go up. Now this time, just go down and then up. Down and add a little muscular force if you want more volume. You don't lift up. No, lifting up is hard. Is this so much easier? This is getting it. This is half the effort, twice the speed. You got to get this. Now we're not going to lift up. We're just going to drop it. You can use gravity or muscular force, one or the other, like that. There it is. It's a beautiful little tap. Don't lift it up. That was pretty good. Don't lift it up. You have to stop at the floor so you have a little distance to drop it. If you don't stop right at the floor, you won't be able to. There you can. Now you can drop it from there. You can add muscular force. There it is. There it is. Now add the other hand. Add the other hand. No, keep that going and add the other hand. Play the stroke.
Oh, right.
Now concentrate on the efficiency of not lifting that bead up to the ceiling. Learn what an upstroke is. You can add more force if you want more volume. Okay, you got the idea. Now, number 6. See, it's the other hand doing the same thing, right?
No.
Don't lead with the arm. No, play the stroke. Unless I got it wrong. It's just the opposite. Now it's just this. It's the same thing the other way around. Once you get the concept, it becomes easier. Flat of the thumb. Not bad, dude. Okay, number 7. No, you lift to the ceiling. If it got any more complicated. What is this? Oh yeah. Okay, so it's now it's really watch, watch. Now it is a little flick, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look, right from the floor. I'm not lifting up. There's no time. That's how you would play a shuffle, perhaps. One of the ways. Yeah, like that. Hey. Oh, you know what that is? Good. Play the stroke. More symmetry as well.
Yeah.
The hand that makes the throw plays the next note. And the other hand makes a little flick with an upstroke. Not bad. Not bad. See? It's kind of how it works, Raph. Okay, now we're going to go on to number 8. Here's where you really get to feel planting the bead. There it is. Yeah, what you see that is? Go the other way. Come on, wrist in the left. Lift the ceiling in your left. Just drop it down. Use force or gravity. Not bad. Flat of the thumb, flat of the thumb. Remember, we want the stick to be free enough on your throw, Raph. Raph? See how it kind of moves through here? So when I make a throw, I feel it move. I feel the stick moving through there a little. Like in the left. There's a phenomena where the hand seems to open up. Watch, 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 watch. Here. I've got to be careful of comparing them, but I'm not clutched down like this. The stick can move. And so we get this, you see? See it pop up?
But how do you avoid slipping, man? This is the thing, because when I'm going up, I'm like, it's gonna go everywhere, panic. So it shows.
Cool, but the reality is that it's okay to feel slightly insecure about where the stick is going to go, because you're not playing in front of 7,000, 14,000 people. But we don't want to clutch it, right? It can move through there. It can move through there. Okay, with some motion. Let that thing be free. Try it. I'm adding that to it now, because I got a sense that your grip, you don't understand that 3-finger grip will give you what you want. Yeah, see? It moves around in there, doesn't it? As you cock to the ceiling, doesn't the stick rotate through that fulcrum area a little bit? Like that, see? There's a little freedom. You're not throwing your fingers open. It happens by virtue of the grip. Yeah, like that. It's good. Okay. Now let's take a look at let's run through these. Let's see. Maybe that's enough, huh? I'm in the wrong grip. Now it's a paradiddle. You do that, and you have that feeling of planting the beat. Up, up, up. Good. Let's hear the. Let's see. Now it's a flam tap. Yeah, you're getting a bunch of the strokes. See how the stick kind of flies? Watch. Watch. clutch it. Let the stick breathe. Go see if you can play a flam tap on the wrist. So one hand is just doing this. 1, 2, 3. It's playing 3, right? It's just playing 3. Eventually, watch, Ralph. See? Don't play. See? And now it's bouncing. See? It'll give you all that too once we get going. You know, easy. I'm just making one throw. Da da da. That's all I'm doing. This technique is really clever. It's so simple and works so beautifully, so that I'm not going at a certain speed. You don't want to turn your wrist 3 times. It's a lot of work, and I'm not going with my fingers. I'm just going da da da. Watch, just da 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 da. That's all I'm doing. This could be a downstroke. It could be a da da da. It could be 2 notes. It could be an up and a down. See, ba da. It could be da da da. 2 up, 2 down. Da 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 da. See, this motion, it's all there, and you're feeling it here. Okay, so flam tap. You are on the wrist. It's slow enough. We're on the wrist. If it goes too slow, there's no. It's too slow for a rebound. Is there an upstroke here? Hey, look, no upstroke. You want to put in an upstroke. I'm just going Watch. I'm not going up on the last note. It's too slow. Why would I do that?
Okay. Hold on.
Bad? Not bad. There, got the idea. Okay, so I'm going to have you go through, go ahead and play number 18 just for fun. There's only, you get the idea. You work out the 4 or 5 that are left here. 7 that are, so I can move on. Hey, it's that exercise you like, Ralph.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about, don't you?
But it's the temptation of going up, like just stay put.
I knew you'd like that. Okay, so you get the idea. See, it's all built in. This is what the technique is all about. Okay, you get the idea. You get your head around it. Now let's take a quick look at your reading. Okay, you were reading Mitch Peters, number 5.
Oh, here we go.
You know, I suggested that you play it on rebound, but we'll see. I think I suggested 56. Let's just get going, and we'll see if we need to stop. Let's just take a look at where this is. Okay.
So saying 56, is that it?
Yeah. Right. Script. Do me a favor, Ralph. Start with the other hand. I know it's not written that way, but it's nothing, right? He's just got the right lead written out. Okay, stop. Okay, so what's happened is you've lost the the nuances that I introduced to you today that you were successful in feeling and hearing.
It's faster, mate.
And seeing, I believe. Okay, so, yeah, here's what you're doing. They have these strokes teach us because it looked good over here. You got that now. Let's keep what you got, because, and we weren't playing rebounds, it was wrist. So I get it. Now suddenly the mind starts to go, there's a fulcrum in the hand. What do I do? It's too fat. You were playing 5/2 again on the wrist, so you didn't have to deal with another fulcrum, which is the fulcrum in the hand. Okay, but if we're at 56, see, none of that goes away. There's that throw. There's the up. I can add force. But it doesn't go away. Yeah, I'm used to my traditional drill. It'll work, right, if you leave it alone. I'm used to doing it this way, but it works. Without even, because I don't practice this way very much, but it works. There is some cross-lateral transference. Okay, so put the metronome down to 40. Let's see. Can you just do this? Now do the other way. You put them together. So let's take that. 1, 2, 3. Better. Keep going. Yeah. Keep going. See, the throw feels more like what you were doing, doesn't it? Now, here, what we're doing is a little different. We're not dropping it from parallel. We're using the turn, and we're making an upstroke at the bottom of the turn, right? Okay, we're turning, turning, throw, turning, turning, throw, turning, turning, throw. There's that. Watch the stick take off. See, the turn, throw, turn, 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 throw, 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 turn, 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 throw. But if you were feeling it. Thumb. Just go ahead and play. Go ahead and play. Thumb in the left, flatten it out. Turn, 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 throw. Turn, 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 throw. Turn, throw. Turn, throw. Don't lead with your arm. Throw. Turn. Remember, it's a little flick like that. Come on, turn your wrist. There you go. Yeah, Ralph. Yeah, Ralph. Go ahead and play the. Go ahead and play the third system from the bottom. See how that works. Oh, keep your arm. Come on, it's just this motion. One, two, three, four. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count out loud.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Right? Thing starts off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3. Now, by the time you're down here, we're at so it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The third one can.
Third from the bottom. It's fourth. If you, it's really yeah, it's the fourth from. Maybe my bad. I'm not including the last bar. So you're correct. Fourth system from the bottom. Sorry about that.
By system, you mean line, right?
The system.
Line, right? Not bar. Okay, fine.
You've got to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
6, 7. Let make an accent.
You mean this one here, right? It's the fourth one.
Well, first of all, we're on number 5.
Oh, 5. Okay, 5. Okay, 5. That kind of. But to be fair, 7 as well.
Okay. And they're all a bit similar, so maybe that's why you were getting away with it. Go ahead and play that.
Okay, so you want the fourth? Okay.
Yeah, in fact, just play that one measure of the fourth system from the bottom. Play
Yeah.
that bar over and over.
1, 2, 3,
That's
4.
your arm. Beat with your arm. You're back to this again. But I just want you to play the first bar over and over and count out loud, so I know you can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 6-stroke roll rule. Go ahead and play that. Count out loud and go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Up. Oh, okay, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6, 7. 6 is an accent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Count out loud.
4, 5, 6.
6. That's a throw. It's just a roll stroke.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2.
6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
6, 7.
Play the whole bar that way. You got it, Raph.
I'm sorry, Kevin. I'm just a bit confused, so you have to help me here. So number 5. So number 5, this one here, right? Because the fourth system, so there's a fourth bar counting from the bottom.
What's going on? Is that number 5?
Yeah.
See.
Is it different?
You know, sometimes things happen where there'll be a different printing.
But that's the right.
Different period. No, I don't think so.
Can you show me yours?
No, just hold it up for a sec. A little higher so I can get a sense as to where the bottom is. Okay, this is correct. Fourth system up, first bar.
Fourth system.
Yeah. Go ahead and point to it and show it to me. Fourth system up, first bar. Count from the very last, no, from the bottom.
From the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There! First bar.
I'm not seeing this one. I was doing the same mistake as you.
Go on. Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, now you'll be able to rehearse a jazz ensemble and speak in terms that they understand and recognize.
I was just not getting. Okay, fine.
Okay, cool. Go and play that. Remember, it's 6, 7. 6, 7. Oh, you gotta count out loud, Ralph.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7. There are 8 16th notes. Right, left, right.
There's an axe, so it's an axe.
Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
Left, right, left.
No, there's no left, right, left. It's just 2 accents each time.
Just a second. 1,
3, 4, 5 accents. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You got it. Interesting, huh?
2, 3, 4.
Gotta count out loud, Ralph.
I'm just one step at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
way, isn't it? Now count out loud up to 12.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're in 12. We're in 12-8. Pay homage to Mitch writing his rear end off, and you're not counting it in the time signature he wrote it.
7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 1.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
11, 12, 1.
11, 12, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 8, 9, 10, 12, 1.
I'll take it from the beginning.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Ta-da!
It's fun to play, isn't it? Yeah, you see how you can put that on the drums and start to sound like you're soloing? And you're in compound time in 12/8. Okay, so you got a lot out of today's lesson. Right down to learning what a system is. Okay? So these are certain things you need to know once you start to get people over, because I know you're going to get into putting some jazz ensembles together. And it really helps to know how to communicate with other musicians as a conductor would relate to the musicians in an ensemble or an orchestra, so that they know what the heck you're talking about, so you can keep the band moving forward and get through rehearsal sections without a lot of hassle, right? So it's about, rock bands probably don't use the word system very often, right? I know. Okay, which is another reason, but you've played in orchestral situations, right? Okay. There, okay. So that's it. So what we're doing is we're working on the grip. We're working on, not doing this. We're working on the wrist turn, a regular wrist turn, right? Just a wrist turn, landing in the middle finger. We've learned that this wrist turn, landing in the middle finger, is akin to this, right? We've learned that we can use gravity on the way up for an upstroke, or we can, and we're just planting that bead on the bottom of it, or we can use muscular force, but we're not lifting up because that's an extra motion. That'll slow us down. So what you've learned today is the true essence of, remember, Dick Wilson's students would have t-shirts written, say, half the effort, and on the back it would say, twice the speed. Good job.